Very good evening to you. If you're just joining us, we start with this. President Cyril Ramaphosa has described the South African ambassador to the United States Ebrahim Rasool's expulsion as a hiccup, which is par for the course in diplomatic relations, he says. It comes after his public remarks during a seminar in which he described US President Donald Trump's Make America Great Again movement as a supremacist assault on politics. Here's Newzroom Afrika's Ngcobo with more.
President Cyril Ramaphosa would not be drawn in on whether or not he agrees with the remarks from expelled Ambassador Ebrahim Rasool and if he deems it appropriate for those comments to have been made on a public platform. He says he'll await a formal report from Rasool as engagement efforts with the United States continue.
We have noted the displeasure that has been expressed by the United States, particularly about the remarks he made, and we have noted that, and we will engage with them as we are already engaging with them. And engagement with them continues, and it's going to take a variety of forms. It's going to be through envoys, it's going to be through people either from the business community, labor, and a whole number of others also from government.
Ramaphosa denies that the South African government's attempts to engage with the White House have fallen on deaf ears. He wouldn't comment on the unceremonious fashion of the expulsion.
We are continuing to engage with them. And as it is now, a great deal of progress had been made by our ambassador in straightening out the path to ensure that there is meaningful engagement at the diplomatic level. So this is a hiccup that we are working on straightening out. So we are not being blue-ticked. We cannot be blue-ticked because we are such an important player to the United States of America as they are an important player to South Africa.
One international relations expert says Pretoria needs to prepare its response to a U.S. administration which is using foreign policy and trade agreements to wage out transactional diplomacy. Oscar van Heerden says the White House under Trump has been waiting for an opportunity to expel a Muslim pro-Palestinian ambassador from their country.
The action is excessive to expel instead of engaging, but evidently the Trump administration does not want to engage with the democratically elected government. They are stalling, they are keeping the door shut, and in the meantime, they are meeting with other groupings and stakeholders in the South African context, be it racist, right-wing, conservative groupings such as AfriForum and Solidarity, or whether it is with the official opposition.
In the midst of the diplomatic row with the U.S., South Africa is due to host Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on the 10th of April. Just last month, Zelensky had a public blowout with Trump during his visit to the Oval Office.
But you're not acting at all thankful, and that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing.
Now, our objective in bringing President Zelensky here, or responding to his request that he should come, is that we want to enforce the message of peace. We want to advance that objective. We've been saying the only way to resolve the Ukraine-Russia conflict is through peaceful means and through peaceful negotiations. So that is the message that we will be passing on to President Zelensky. And we do believe that that's precisely the same message that President Trump and the United States have also been passing on to President Zelensky.
On the domestic front, Ramaphosa was asked whether the ANC was in talks with the EFF to get enough numbers in Parliament to pass Finance Minister Ngcobo's budget. This after the second largest partner in the Government of National Unity, the DA, said it won't support a smaller VAT hike.
We are talking to everyone about the budget. So everyone who is represented in Parliament will be interacting and engaging on the budget issue. So it's as simple as all that. We're not only talking to one party.
Ramaphosa was mum on who would be replacing Rasool, given how frayed relations remain between the two countries. But it's understood that there are 3 names that the president is currently considering before making a final announcement. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo in Johannesburg.